Don't be a loser.
For the love of God.
I'm Stephanie,
I'm Helen.
and welcome to our podcast.
Yes.
I thought we could just jump right in today because we have a lot of fun topics that are of note. This is my way to try to not say interesting.
Ah, okay. Well, you just said it, so I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know if it counts, but I'm just, trying to use my little thesaurus here. So the BLM executive director, Tashella Sharia Moore Dickerson, it's a lot of names, was charged with 20 counts of wire fraud, 5 counts of money laundering, and used money for personal shopping, travel to Jamaica and the Dominican Republic for vehicles, real estate, and 50 grand in food delivery service alone.
Gross.
Exactly. And this was in a 5-year period, and
Mm,
she faces 450 years in prison.
good. But wait, let me put on my big surprise face. No, not BLM. Oh my gosh, no. Yeah, okay, big shock. The whole organization is that. It's all just one big corrupt organization having different sects or branches across the country in different places. So yeah, par for the course with them. Big deal. Yeah. Next story. And then,
Yeah.
it's like, who's really surprised? And how
Yeah.
do you spend $50,000 in food delivery service?
Usually I like to say not to be mean before I say something mean, but did you see her?
I can imagine. I'm sorry. I don't need to. Everything you described to me just tells me what I need to see in my head. So,
Exactly.
yeah, so horrible. All these idiots giving their money to this organization and all these other, like, tax dollars going to them for what? Nothing. They don't do a thing for the community. Clearly,
Right.
this
Right.
woman is in charge of it for this area, and she spent every dime she could on herself.
Right.
Trips, food,
Cars,
like
real
car,
estate.
real
Hmm.
estate, you name it. She enriched herself on the
Hmm.
backs of the people who actually do need support, because we do know that is a real thing, not just in this country, around the world. But
Right.
she didn't give a I don't know, somebody's nearby. She didn't give a poop about those people. She didn't give a poop about what the organization was supposed to be about, because she actually embodies what the organization is actually about. So what they told everyone they were was a lie, but people bought into it because, people are stupid and they want to believe whatever they're being told by the mainstream media. So millions upon millions upon millions of dollars were sent to BLM in different capacities, and
Hmm.
every single penny was pretty much wasted on personal gain. Nothing for the communities, nothing for the people who could actually benefit from it, nothing for anyone except themselves. Oh, how righteous. Oh, social justice at its finest. And that is what social justice is. It's just a scam so that certain people can collect a lot of money for themselves. It's a joke. And if people still don't understand that, shame on them.
To that, I have to say, thinking of Sabra being in the room, what the HE double hockey sticks.
There you go. Thank you, babe.
Next is another actual tragic headline. There's a DaCara Thompson. She was a beautiful 19-year-old young Black woman in Maryland, and she was brutally raped and killed, and her body was thrown over a bridge. The suspect is an illegal immigrant from Guatemala, and there's no outrage from BLM, Jasmine Crockett, NAACP, or the white liberals who claim to protect Black women. And I'm going to say it. I urge you to say her name. And if the story doesn't fit the narrative, once again, there is no moral outrage from the left.
Yeah. So once again, let me put on my big surprise face about the fact that it was an illegal immigrant who should not have been in this country who raped her and murdered her.
Hmm.
No, that's not real. Let me put on my a big surprise face for the fact that nobody on the left is outraged or out on the streets or trying to like bring justice for her. No, they're such good humanitarians. This can't be real. And let me put my big surprise face on for the mainstream media not covering it because no, they're the most honest media in the whole world, in the history of the world. They wouldn't lie to us.
Right,
Screw them all. I hope they
right.
got the guy and throw his ass in jail, or deport him, whatever it is. Just he doesn't deserve to live. And
No,
then, for all of these organizations that are out there crying about deporting illegals, especially the criminal illegal immigrants, all these
violent
loser white,
criminals.
yeah, these loser white liberal women, and then the soy white liberal men. Oh my God, they're so useless. Oh my God, I can't even, to me, I can't even call them men with a straight face. They're so pathetic. You know, out there defending and protecting these people
Yeah,
from getting deported because they make the community better. Yeah. How did this jackwad make the community better, especially for that poor girl?
yeah.
Like give me a
And her
break.
family. I
And
mean,
her family and the community that the girl lived in, just
hmm
everything. But
hmm
no, no, he's just a hard working guy.
yeah,
And you know
yeah.
what? Maybe it was her fault. Maybe she shouldn't have been there. Maybe it was, all this stuff that they come up with to defend whoever, whichever they feel is the victim of the moment.
I like the wording of that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So right
The
now they're
hot button.
siding, yeah, they're siding with the illegal over a young black woman getting, who was
Young
brutally,
Black American woman.
black American woman who was brutally murdered and raped and thrown over a bridge. I want to brutally murder this guy and throw him over a bridge.
Right?
Like, seriously, like, what is wrong with people? Why do you think that is okay? Where are all these fake, people who are just like, oh, social justice? Again, social justice is a scam. I don't
Yeah,
want to ever hear about it. When somebody is talking about it, I'm just looking at them like, you are a mentally ill person who has
right.
no sense of what is happening in the real world and what these people are actually using you for. You have just been brainwashed to help them
Yeah,
push their agenda further of division. That's all this is. And it's not enriching everybody's lives. It's enriching the lives of certain people, just like we saw with BLM.
yep,
So that
yep.
poor girl. So you need to say her name again, please.
DaCara Thompson.
DaCara Thompson. God bless.
DaCara. So
DaCara.
DaCara, I think.
DaCara.
DaCara,
Cara. Yeah,
which is actually a really pretty name.
it is. It's a real pretty
Yeah,
name. So God
yeah,
bless. God bless her family, and may she rest in peace.
yeah,
And may her family have some comfort knowing that this piece of absolute poop is going to be brought to justice.
yeah.
And I think it's just a shame that not one person has mentioned this ever in any of these scenarios that we've been talking about, mainstream media,
Mhm.
politicians, all of these social justice loser groups. Not one, I haven't heard anything about it. I've heard about it, but it's not because of them. It's because
Right.
it's been captured by other media outlets, more
Hmm.
independent media outlets that are non-biased, don't have an agenda, and are actually, oh, guess what? America first.
Right. Right.
Yep.
I know I've said it on here before and I've said it, out and about, but other countries don't see us as black, white, and brown. They see us as Americans, and we need to start doing that too.
Yeah, I don't care about your color. That doesn't make any difference to me. It doesn't make you special if you're one color or another. Doesn't make you
No.
better than me. Doesn't make you worse than me. It's just who you are. Be a good person.
Yep.
That's all it
Yep.
is. Yeah. Don't make excuses. Don't be a victim, and just always try to do your best to be a good person. Be a good
Yeah.
Christian. Get to know God. If that guy knew God, he wouldn't have done that to that poor girl.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Animal. He's an animal.
Right. And then to throw her body over a
Yeah,
bridge,
that's
like,
how you know he's an animal and not a person. Who
yeah.
does that?
Right.
Who does that? That's disgusting.
And speaking of disgusting,
Oh, yeah.
segue, how about the 100 million for the Palisades wildfire relief? The House Judiciary Committee released their findings, and 550,000 went to Democrat advocacy groups.
Mm-hmm.
250,000 went to programs to benefit illegal migrants.
Mm-hmm.
100,000 went to podcasters who explained away government accountability by hosting governmental officials. 500,000 went for consultant salaries and bonuses.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, less than 20% of the total money went to the victims.
Again, wow, this is a really good, let me put on my big surprise face episode. So again, no, oh my gosh, it can't be true.
What?
Oh no, no. The Palisades, the Pacific Palisades fire money did not go to the victims. It went to everybody except the victims. How is that possible? It went
Yes,
to
saw that.
government, it went to special interest groups, it went to influencers and podcasters who side with the government. What? No, it went to help illegals who shouldn't be in this country anyhow and had
Mhm.
nothing to do with the fires impacting their lives. This is
Right.
insane. No way, Stephanie. Stop lying.
We'll get so famous one day that someone's going to take a clip of that and be like, Helen just says right on the podcast, stop lying, Stephanie.
Yeah, I know. Here, let me do it the way that I'm hearing Sabri say it to his friends. I think this is correct.
Okay.
Stop the cap, Stephanie.
Oh, I like
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Cool. I
yeah.
don't know if that makes us cooler or less cool that we're
I don't
like,
know, probably
right?
less, but that's
Probably.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
okay.
I always yell at him when I hear him. I'm like, use real English, please.
Um,
That is horrible. That is
yeah,
horrible. Yeah.
yeah.
And the worst part, it's taxpayer money.
Yep.
To me, that is the wow. It's any way that they can defraud the taxpayers, they will.
Hmm.
We need to raise taxes because we need to do all these things, but the money doesn't go to those things. And you know what? If you did everything right, the way that we know you should do it, you wouldn't need to raise taxes and you wouldn't have so many people leaving California and you wouldn't have so much craziness going on in that state and in other states that are similar. Just absolutely, and they know what they're doing. They're doing it on purpose. They're not stupid.
Right.
Well, some of them are, but they know what the big plan is. The big
Yep.
plan is destabilization of different states around the country so that
Hmm.
they would just need to continually be bailed out by the
Right.
federal government using taxpayer dollars. So they don't care if where the money goes and what they spend it on. To them, they're like drunken sailors, like throwing money everywhere. Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
so yeah. And I do like what Trump says, where he's gonna, stop sending money to the states that just not doing all the right things.
It just seems fair. I mean, do you
Yeah,
keep getting rewarded for poor behavior?
yeah, no.
I mean, when you were a kid and if you were bad repeatedly, did your parents keep giving you candy or letting you stay up late or, taking
Well,
you?
today's sometimes I think yes, because of the way that the kids behave and some young adults, they've
Hmm.
never heard the word no. So yeah, absolutely. So they have their own version of California in their lives.
Right.
But yeah,
Right.
but no, most normal, good parents would would not reward you for continued bad behavior.
Right.
And then the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's where we are right now.
Yes. Well,
Bunch of
in
lunatic
fact,
weirdos running different government
I saw this reel one time.
functions. Yeah.
It showed Godzilla and he was in Washington
Yeah.
and he was by the White House, and this could go for left or right. And then his friend said, "No, no, don't go, don't eat in there. There's a bunch of nuts in there."
Oh, that
Like,
would be the
when you're,
Capitol building.
yeah, like
Yeah, I
when
saw
you're,
that. It was the Capitol building. Yeah.
okay, yeah, White House, Capitol building, whatever, something or other.
Tomato,
Yeah,
tomato.
yeah, some building, north, south, east,
Yeah.
west.
But yeah, no,
I,
that's yeah, it's like don't yeah, it's like yeah, yeah, I saw that. That was funny.
a positive point, effective January 20th, Trump moves to cap credit card interest at 10% for the first year to fight against predatory creditors.
Yep.
Um, the draft bills are in process.
That's
So,
excellent. Yeah, credit card companies are insane. And people who use credit cards to live is also insanity. If you can't pay it off, you can't afford it.
right,
And there has to be a better way. Credit card debt is insane in this country. The amount that people just charge and charge and charge. And financial literacy is non-existent because they don't
right.
get taught in school. Unless you have your parents teach you, or you have a mentor, or you figure it out on your own, people don't understand how
Hmm.
finances and money actually work.
Hmm.
And therefore, you have all these people who are running around buying all this stuff they don't need, can't
Hmm.
afford, and then what are they doing with it? Like,
Right.
it's like, really? You're walking around with a Louis Vuitton bag, but you can't pay your rent. How
What's
does
the
that make
point of
sense?
that? Right,
Yeah.
right.
And so, or you have your nails done like every week, or I don't know, because I don't bother getting my nails done because my nails are beautiful anyways. And so
Work on your self-esteem. We'll start that
I
next
know,
week.
I know, I need to work on it better. Yeah, it's a little low. But it's like you're doing all this stuff, but then you're like, it's like, oh yeah, you have like, you're on government assistance. It's like,
Right.
what are you doing with your lives? It's like, oh, you got a souped up sports car, hot
Hmm.
rod type thing, but you don't have a job.
Right.
Like, what are your priorities? Like, how are you,
Right.
how do you sleep at night going, all right, another productive day of me being a loser. Awesome.
I think that's might be exactly what it sounds like in their minds.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a shame. Credit card companies are horrible. I'm not justifying what they do. I mean, charging 20-30% interest, come on. You
That's
know,
highway robbery.
it is. It is. It's extremely gross within what those numbers are. And it makes
Hmm.
it so difficult for people who really are trying to get out of the debt to get out. Because the minimum
Right.
payment will be a number, but it's like all most of it's going to go to the interest, and you can never pay off that interest.
Right.
So I think it's a great thing, and we'll see. I'm sure they're going to fight him tooth and nail, and some liberal losers will be fighting and saying, "Oh, that's racist if you want to reduce the interest rate because that only benefits white people somehow."
Right.
When I don't know, they just come up with stupid racist shit in their heads because
Well, remember when the popular color was some shade of white, people
oh
said
my
that was
God, Cloud
racist.
Dancer.
Yes. Thank you for remember that. I just, because it was like a made up color.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like I just think of like a Cloud Dancer.
Yeah. I think of cigar smoke.
Yeah, yeah, no, like it's like a little fairy down
Yeah.
bouncing
Yeah.
cloud to cloud. Ooh. Yeah. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and I hope it goes through. Hopefully that's something that both sides can agree on.
And I,
And
I would like to even say it shouldn't even be for the first year.
it should just be forever. They should not be able to charge that much.
Right. It's
Yeah,
just greed,
it's
gluttony.
it's all it is. It's greed, and they know they can get away with it because again, in this country, they do not teach financial literacy.
Hmm.
They teach you how to be brain dead, pretty much. I mean, the education system in this country is a joke, and it needs a complete overhaul. So, yeah, I mean, the credit card companies are going to just do what they need to do. They're going to take advantage of the situation that they have in front of them.
Hmm.
I don't fault them for that. I fault them for not having any scruples or any morals
Hmm.
to say, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't do this to our people. Maybe the American people shouldn't be in debt for the rest of their lives.
Right.
Maybe we should
Right.
come up with a better solution to make all our profits.
Right.
And again, I never say that there's too many profits out there. Nope. make as much money as you can. I think that's great. But there should be some sense of moral guidance as to how you're
Right.
doing it. And charging people 20 to 30% interest on credit cards is not morally sound.
No.
Yeah. Even if it was like 15, that's still crazy. 10 is still crazy to me, but it's better than 20 and 30%,
Mm-hmm.
but again, I do agree with you. It should not just be for the first year. I think it should just be capped to some degree.
Mm-hmm.
But you also don't want too much government overreach in the private sector,
Right.
because then we're going to turn into a socialist slash communist type of government, and that's just not good. But the government should be protecting its people from poachers
Mm-hmm.
and people
Mm-hmm.
who are taking advantage of situations.
Another great headline is President Trump's administrative. Okay. Redo. President Trump's administration launches a new federal strike force with dedicated attorneys in each state to stop animal cruelty, which, don't hurt kids, don't hurt animals. It's
Yes.
kind of just,
You want to hurt yourself, go for it. I don't care what you do to yourself. Leave other
just
people
you're an
alone,
adult.
especially kids. Well, if you're adult, yeah.
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 Leave all the kids alone. Leave
And
all
the
leave
animals.
all the animals alone. These poor
Yeah.
animals. So yeah, I was so happy when I read that he was doing that because all these other presidents talk about doing stuff. And then
Hmm.
he actually goes in and does it.
Right.
He's not just talking about it, he's actually doing it. And I think that's one of the reasons why people get mad, because he's showing progress, he's showing success, he's showing keeping of the promises. Their little tagline for him is promises made, promises kept. He's
Hmm.
doing that. And no other politician could say that ever, not to the extent that he does. It's like he's got a whole thing like this, like a whole all these things. And he's like, check, 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 check.
Hmm.
Awesome. And I know he's got a long list, and there's some things that we're still waiting for him to do, but I'm sure that he will get to it and make sure that things are happening as he promised. Not because he's perfect, but I think because he's a businessman and he knows in business your word means everything. Your
And he wants to
reputation.
win.
And he loves to win. Yeah, exactly.
He
It's
has a
all
big ego
Oh yeah,
and
he loves to
he wants
win,
to
like you
win.
said. Yeah, he wants to, and nothing makes him happier
Hmm.
than to be able to shut up the media by saying, ah, and he's like, didn't you just see what I did? I did this. Why are you talking about that? That like it's already taken care of. Why are you still on it? Or
Yeah.
or can I at least get a little credit for doing this, which other people said they would do for like the last 30 years and no one did anything, but I did something about it? Can we acknowledge
Right.
that for 10 seconds before going on to the next thing?
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, no, that's amazing. I love that he's doing that, and hopefully that helps save a lot of animals' lives.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And he's signing an executive order that English will be our official language in the United States,
How is
which
that not
should be
already
a
the
non-brainer,
case?
a no-brainer.
How is that not the case already? What? What?
Well, some people can't define what a man or woman is, and they're not sure if men can have babies. So while we laugh and say this is a no-brainer, or as I like to say, non-brainer, I guess there we go. I think we made our points, right?
No, I know. No, I was very happy about that as well. And, all these things that he's doing is just awesome. Yeah. Of
Hmm.
course, English is the official language of the United States of America. It's not any other language. And you know what? I don't want to, when I call in someplace, I don't want to hear the recording in three languages. I want to hear it in English because that is what we should be speaking in this country. If you need it in another language, that's fine, but it shouldn't just be an automatic thing that you expect it.
Right. Right.
No, no, you don't expect it. It's not going to be there just because you think it should be. You're not
Right.
special. Learn English. You're in America.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Did you see that Minneapolis closed their schools? So maybe now people need a daycare while they go to work. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. All of that is so ridiculous.
I was in the car with Tom and he was talking to a client and they were saying something about maybe we should open a daycare in Minneapolis. And you know how when you're trying to be quiet because someone's on a business call, couldn't help it. I just started laughing. And then Tom was like, "What?" And then he said it again. And then we all three laughed. So the
That
guy
is
was like,
hilarious.
"Well, he's in the car with someone who gets my humor."
Yes, that is so funny. But it's so true. I mean, yeah, why not? You don't have any students, but you get all the benefits of having students, and you just make up whatever number of students you say you can have. Yeah,
Right.
we probably have 34 kids in here. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, we have 10. Oh, we have 50. Oh, we have 123 students. Well, okay, great. Shelling it all out.
Right.
Giving out all the cash to the people who should not have it, who don't deserve it, and have not earned it.
Yeah.
Thanks for wasting taxpayer dollars. Well, I
Again.
don't know if you've seen, but Trump has really, and Rubio have really gone tough on the Somali, illegals and like revoke
Mhm.
people even here legally, revoking
Mhm.
visas, deporting them and all that stuff. And good, 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 good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Get them all out.
Isn't that racist?
Yeah. If you're stupid, it is.
Yeah.
If you have
Yeah.
common sense, it's like, yeah, we're protecting our country from being invaded from within.
Right. Right.
I don't understand why people don't think we should be able to protect ourselves.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a basic God-given right to protect yourself.
Yeah, it doesn't come from anybody. It doesn't come from a government. It doesn't come from a person. It comes from
Mhm.
God. We're born with it.
Yep.
He gave us free will for a reason.
So President Trump is also signing an executive order for the preferred nation policy. The U.S. is making drugs and selling overseas for pennies on the dollar,
Hmm.
but then we are being charged sometimes 1,000% higher.
Yeah,
So you
that
cannot
makes
charge
sense.
Americans more than you charge other companies, and liberals are upset about this, which I have to say, classic TDS.
Of course they are, because they're part of the problem of why it was put in place because they're getting kickbacks. The
Right,
lobbyists
right,
are in there. What do you give me a break? Of course they're upset about it.
right.
They, the day a liberal actually cares about an American citizen and America as a whole will be the day that hell freezes over. They don't care. They want to destroy the country. Why would a liberal who's supposed to be pro everybody, want Americans to have to pay more for medication than other people? That makes no sense. Why are they upset about it? Oh yeah, because they're not going to get their kickbacks. They're not going to get their piece of the pie. They're not going to be able to, stock away all of that extra cash that they're getting from special interest groups and lobbyists. Give me a
Hmm.
break. Good.
Right.
Another good thing that Trump is doing. Good. I hope he drives them all insane. And he already is, but even more so because the more he does it, the more insane they get, the more people are realizing, wow, they really are nuts.
Yeah. Speaking of nuts,
Yay!
yeah, there's an NYC protest chanting, Christy Nome will hang, save a life, kill an ICE. And for those of our listeners who might not know, Nome is Secretary of Homeland Security. So the
Excellent
left is
woman. Love
actually
her.
encouraging political violence.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes so much sense that the party of the left, who's the party of tolerance, right?
And love.
And love and peace, is espousing for people to murder people they don't like. How is that tolerant?
Right.
Just because you don't like someone doesn't mean they need to die. Like that's how mentally ill people feel. You don't like
Right.
somebody, that's fine, big deal. Don't communicate with them, don't converse with them, don't spend time with them. Or if you do, be an adult and just keep it civil.
Hmm.
But you're not capable of doing that, so you go straight to kill them. Where
Right.
in my mind, you're threatening a federal agent, which is a crime. I don't know if is that a felony? It might be. So, but they think it's okay to do because they're in New York, number one, and you know, they think nothing is going to happen to them because in their minds, they have the moral high ground because they've been brainwashed into thinking they are. Because the louder you yell and louder you scream about something, the more right you are about it. So,
That's true. That's true. I think I heard that somewhere.
Stephanie, I'm talking. I'm louder than you. Stop talking. Stop talking. Stop talking, Stephanie. I'm right. You're wrong, Stephanie. I don't care what you have to say. Even if you're going to
Okay.
agree with me, Stephanie, I don't care. I'm talking louder than you. Ah! Mentally insane people
Right, right.
all need special help.
So, on a good note, the Chicago Police Department superintendent spoke up about not boxing in any law enforcement
Yeah.
agent or ramming any vehicle with officers. It's considered deadly force. And so is following agents, because what are you following them to do?
Yeah.
And we cannot be a society where we take things in our own hands. Emotions don't mean you get to commit a crime. Just because I don't like someone doesn't mean I kill them. It just means I don't hang out with them,
Yeah.
or I limit my interactions with them to just the business at hand and then move on peacefully with my day and my life.
If you even need to deal with them.
Right. I mean, some people you might
Why,
have
yeah.
to.
But it's like, if you don't, then why look for a situation where you have to?
Right.
You're
Right.
putting yourself in that situation. So yeah, no, good for him. I was happy when I heard that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And and I know nobody's going to listen to him because the people who are doing it aren't capable of rational thought. So they're going to keep
Clearly.
doing it and they're going to keep getting themselves in trouble. And you know
Mm-hmm.
what? Good for them. Get in trouble.
Right.
See, it's like play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Right.
It's FAFO and
Mm-hmm.
you get what you deserve. I'm not going to have any sympathy for them. Good. Just rid them out of the population. That's okay.
Well, and did you see also that ICE agent that was struck by Renee Good,
Yeah.
his name is Jonathan Ross, he has internal bleeding in his torso, um, before he shot himself in self-defense. So she hit him and he has internal bleeding. And I'm not laughing at the internal bleeding. I'm laughing at the choppy way I said that.
Yeah.
But
When
it,
he shot, wait, did you say he shot himself?
when he shot at her in self-defense.
Okay, I was like, wait, Stephanie, that's not right. Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, no, she hit him,
Mm-hmm.
aiming to kill him. He
Mm-hmm.
has internal bleeding, but while in the process of after he realized she was a threat to his life, he did shoot her. And that's exactly what he should have done. And so good job, good training. And you know what? I don't care.
I mean, I still feel bad
That's
that
how it has
someone
to be.
died,
That's how it
but
has to be. No,
yeah.
that's how it had to be. That's
Yeah.
what she wanted. She got what she wanted. She
Yeah.
wanted to kill someone. They were like, oh, no, not today, Satan. And
Yeah.
therefore, the guy, he's still suffering. He get injured
Yeah.
very badly, but he defended himself as he should.
Right.
And so she got what she wanted. What did she think was going to happen? She was going to be okay to do it, and they were going to hoist her on their shoulders and walk her around like a parade and everything. Give
No,
me
that's
a
what they're doing
break.
now. That's what they're doing
They're
now.
doing now, but people know the truth. Normal, sane people know the truth. So
Yeah.
guess what? I don't care about her. Again, as we stated last time, and they're like, oh, she's a mom. No, she is not a mom. A mom takes care of her kids. Her mom does not prioritize another person over their child, which is what she
Especially,
did.
especially a person who puts
Is
cigarettes out.
abusive?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. And her wife or whatever the thing is was like pretty much telling her, yeah, go do this, go do it. You can hear like, good, you got what you wanted too. You wanted a dead wife. Good, you got it.
So
No
I
sympathy
heard,
at any level, zero sympathy.
yeah, I heard that they're not married. One of
Oh,
them
okay.
just changed their name.
Oh, okay. Well, then mea culpa on that one.
Right.
Everything I read showed they were
They
married.
say wife. Yeah, they say wife everywhere.
Yeah,
But a
yeah,
lot of times when people are in a long-term relationship, they say husband or wife or
yeah.
whatever.
That's fair. Okay,
Yeah.
so
But I just thought it was
here,
funny
let me
that
slap myself on the wrist for that.
yeah,
Ah, okay.
that they didn't
So
get married. They just changed a name. It's
just
like,
change the name. That's
yeah,
fine. either way, it does not matter. It doesn't change anything other than the fact that they weren't legally bound to each other. And yet she
Hmm.
still chose an abuser, especially a child abuser, over
Hmm.
her children.
Right.
So good. That shows she's mentally ill. There's no mom in the world, no good mom in the world who will pick an abuser over their children.
Right.
Give me a break. No, no,
Yeah.
it's disgusting
Um,
I mean, you know what? And no, she's not a hero by any stretch of the imagination. She is a
oh,
symbol
no.
of everything that is wrong with the land.
Yeah. Um, let's see, because I'm trying to keep an eye on our time and we have a lot more to cover.
Well, we can
So
always do something later in the week.
I think we're gonna have to because I have a lot of good stuff.
You do. You always have good topics for us. Thank you for
Yeah, I
being here.
mean, unfortunately, that's just where we're at in the world right now.
Very sad.
Yeah, but I'm going to end. I know I had with a light news,
Yeah, we want to end on a happy note.
light news, breaking news, Helen. Gen Z is declaring Jessica to be the new name for a Karen that the millennials coined. I don't know if it's going to stick, but this is what I'm
So,
hearing
so
on the
instead,
street.
so is it like a generational thing? Like if you're a certain age, you're a Karen, but if you're a certain age, you're a Jessica?
I mean, I don't know because you never now when you picture the Karen asking for the manager, she has that weird asymmetrical
Yeah,
haircut and that facial expression and everything.
yeah.
And maybe Jessica has a
A
different look. I
younger
don't
vibe,
know. A different vibe, did you
a
say?
younger vibe, maybe. I
Oh,
don't know.
younger vibe, maybe. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll have to look
Maybe
into that
younger.
because that's hilarious.
Yeah.
So maybe, yeah, because I feel so bad for, I do feel bad for women who are named Karen who are not Karens. It's like, how did even
Oh,
Karen come out? And now Jessica?
yeah. So my sister-in-law is very sweet and her name is Karen. And she says if she goes to a restaurant and puts a name in, she leaves a different name, like a made-up name.
Yes.
I can't remember what it is, but she's like, she doesn't want to go to a restaurant and be like, I'm Karen.
Yeah, Karen's here.
I'll just speak to the manager.
Yeah, don't even bother bringing anything. Just bring me the manager. I didn't even eat and I already have complaints.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Oh.
so that on that note,
Jessica.
I will sign us
Anyway,
out
Jessica.
to keep our time great. And we do have a lot of great topics. So when I post it, if anyone wants to comment on what they would like us to talk about, or if they want us to talk about something deeper, let us know. In order to let us know, you have to follow us and like us and comment.
Yeah, just we don't have to go into numbers, but real quick, what was our month over month increase in views? And it wasn't
Well, in
it,
followers, we were up 93% in the
nice.
last month, and our view percentage was up almost 325%.
God bless America. Awesome.
So
Thank you,
I was
everyone.
I was pretty excited. As you know, we were together yesterday doing a little brainstorming session, and when I saw that, I did a literal jump up and down.
Yeah, that was awesome. And then Sabri told you to move away from the TV so we could watch the football game.
Yeah, yeah. I was super excited, then brought down to reality.
Yeah, like Auntie Stephanie, this is my house. And you're blocking the TV. I'm trying to watch the Broncos beat the Bills.
All right. Well, on that note, I will sign us off. Hey, don't be a loser.
For the love of God.
I'm Stephanie,
I'm Helen.
and until next time,
Yes.
bye
Bye.
bye.